video about linear equations with fractions in them. So something like 4x over 3 plus 2 equals 10. What do? Well, whenever I've got some fractions in an equation like this, the first thing I'm going to do is try to get rid of them. And there are a number of ways you do this, but the easiest thing is to just multiply everything by whatever's on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to start by multiplying everything by 3. If I do 4x over 3 and multiply it by 3, I get 4x. If I do plus 2 multiplied by 3, I get 6. And if I do 10 multiplied by 3, I get 30. So I've just taken each one of these terms and multiplied it by 3. And by doing that, I've gotten rid of the fraction completely. And so now I've just got a simple linear equation that I can solve using the ordinary methods for linear equations. And so I guess x is 24 divided by 4. I've done that very quickly, but the method is pretty much the same as you would have expected it to be. Okay. It doesn't matter how many fractions you've got, you can always tackle them this way. Multiply through by the things on the bottom and you will get rid of the fraction. Do another one. Four into x plus 2 over 5 equals 7 plus 5x over 3. It looks really scary, but actually it's not. I'll do this in a couple of stages. I'll multiply everything by 5. So multiplying this by 5, 4 into x plus 2 divided by 5, multiplied by 5 will just give me 4 into x plus 2. 7 times 5 is 35. 5x over 3 times 5. Well, probably I'll just write that as 5 lots of. For now, I'll write that as 5 lots of 5x over 3. That's the fiddly one. And we'll deal with that one in a minute. Because I've still got another fraction here. I've got an over 3 here. So I'd like to get rid of that fraction now. Multiply it by 3. So I'm going to multiply everything by 3. So 4 lots of x plus 2. Multiply it by 3, I get 4 times 3 is 12 lots of x plus 2. 35 times 3. Ugh. I think that's 105. Multiply this by 3. Now be careful. 5 lots of 5x divided by 3. Everything is divided by 3 here. So all I'm going to end up with is 5 lots of 5x. I'll say something more about that in a minute. I'll pull that specific bit out and say something more about it in a moment. Crucial thing being now though, I can multiply all of this stuff out. I've got 12x plus 24 equals 105 plus 25x. And this has now become a pretty simple linear equation from something that looked very complicated. This is a linear equation we can solve. I would bring this 12x over here and make it a minus. So I'd probably have 24 is 105 plus 25x, take away 12x, would be 13x. I bring this back over here, running out of board space, aren't I? bring this back over here. So 24 minus 105 is probably minus 81. Is that right? Yeah. Equals 13x. And so that would finish, I'll cheat a little bit. That would finish by saying minus 81 over 13 equals x. Okay, so we've taken minus 81 over 13 equals x as the finish of that equation. I promised to come back and look at this a little bit. Just want to explain that a bit more. The bit I want to explain is that how did this become this when I multiplied it by 3? I've got 5 into 5x over 3. And what I wanted to do was multiply that by 3. So I do 3 times 5 into 5x over 3. Well, that's going to give me 15 into 5x over 3. But now what I can do, 15 divided by 3 is just 5. Okay, so the 15 divided by 3 is just 5. So I do end up, if I do 5 over 5x divided by 3, when I multiply that through by the 3 that's on the bottom, the only thing that disappears is the 3 from the bottom. Okay. There we go. There's a little video about solving linear equations with fractions in.